Welcome to our video series on instant website security. In this video, we'll show you how to protect a private download page with a file name that can't be guessed. In this video, I'm going to talk you through what's probably the easiest way to make your product download pages or your private pages secure. And let me talk you through a quick example. I have Dreamweaver open here, and of course, you can create your web pages in whatever you use, whether it's Dreamweaver or Front Page, or working directly in HTML code, or whatever else you may use. Okay, just a new blank document. And for example's sake, I'm just going to put private, or thank you for your order. You can download the ebook here. So it's a private download page, so it shouldn't be publicly available. It should only be available to people who have purchased. So let me now save this. Okay, I'm saving it to the desktop, so it will be easy to find. And I'm going to change the file name in just a moment, but let's just say it's called. Okay, let's try that again. Download.html. Okay, done. So I can exit Dreamweaver. Now, there's the download.html file I just created on the desktop. And of course, that's easy to guess. It's an easy-to-guess file name. And let me click that, right-click, and that brings up the context menu. And I want to choose Rename, which is all the way down here. Alternatively, generally in Windows, you can just select it and press F2. And as you can see, it allows you to edit the file name. And okay, before I start editing, let me just bring it to the center of the screen so it's easier to see. And let's try again. Select it, F2. And there are common download pages I've often seen used, such as, for example, thankyou.html or thankyou.htm. And, well, I probably shouldn't give you too many examples, but what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that often people do use very easy-to-guess file names as a private download page. And I would recommend against that, because the people who reach the download page, they should have ordered from you, of course, and then they don't reach you by typing in the address, of course. They reach it by clicking through after they place their order. So they only get to that page either by clicking a link or by bookmarking it and returning later. And because of those reasons, it doesn't matter if it's difficult to remember, and that's really the whole point. I often put, for example, let's say, thank you. And actually, let me think of something a bit better. I would probably I often create quite long file names, such as private download, and then you can put a dot, or you can put a dash, or you can put an underscore, or even this thing, which I think is called a tilde. So I'd put private download, dot, and then just literally put a random set of numbers. Like that, 10 numbers or so, and then .html. So that's pretty much it, and that's now the file name. And then, of course, I'd upload that to my website, so let me do that now. Okay, actually, I've opened up my FTP program here, but just before I upload the file to demonstrate how it would work, I feel it would be best to create another page. So right-click, New, and let's choose Text Document, and that just creates an empty or blank text document. However, I want to rename it to index.html. And the reason for that is, whenever you're browsing the web, the first page the browser tries to find, the default web page it tries to find. For example, if you go to Microsoft.com, it searches for the default page, And to specify which web page is the default page, you have to call it one of these names, either index.htm or HTML, same difference really, or default.html. Basically, there are various other combinations, but if you call your front page the default page, either at the front of your website or in a folder, the default page I would call either index.html or default.html, and that should be fine. So basically, I'm trying to create a front page for the website. Let's just call it index.html. And it's blank, which is fine, and then I have a download page. So let's just assume this index.html is my sales page for the product. So back to FTP, and okay, let's go into Demo Site 1. Okay, it's all empty, nothing there. So let me now select index.html and the download page and upload those files. That's done. So now, in the browser, if I go to www.demosite1.info, we go to the index.html file. By default, you go to the index.html file, but it's entirely blank, as you can see. But if you can imagine that this blank file was the sales page, then anyone visiting the sales page who wanted to download the product for free would have to start guessing. They may guess, where's the cursor? They may guess thankyou.html. Let's try spelling that right, HTML. And they get that message, which is right. They might try download.html. They might try any number of combinations, but basically the point is, and actually I can't remember what the file name's called, which is the whole point. So let me quickly go back to the desktop. And okay, if I select that and press F2, and now with the text selected, right-click Copy, back to the browser, and this is the actual address. Select that, right-click Paste, and that's the full address to the private download page. It's very, very unlikely that anyone's ever going to guess that. And as you can see, it's very quick and easy to put together, and it's very effective. Press Enter, and there we go. There's the download page. So that's a very quick and easy way I generally use to make my private download pages for my ebooks or for accessing membership sites or whatever, to make them almost impossible to access for people who haven't paid.